Hey everyone, this is Ewlandon. I'm here with a video today with an updated Grixis Phoenix list. I've been playing the deck quite a bit. Made some changes to it and I'm feeling pretty good about where the list is at right now, so I decided to make a video also because I have a new overlay, as you can see here, for my Twitch where you can watch me stream, so I'm kind of promoting that as well. So testing it out with a video rather than a stream just because I'm in the middle of doing stuff, and when I do these videos I can run one round at a time and go do what I'm doing, which is laundry and things like that. So anyway, the deck here is Grixis Phoenix in Legacy. This is not my first video with it, so I won't go into too much detail about what it does, but quickly it uses Buried Alive to put 3 Arclight Phoenixes in the graveyard, which if you've cast 3 spells or more, then they come back into play for free during your attack phase. So you do that in your first main phase, and then you attack for 9 when you Dark Ritual out Buried Alive and 1 other spell. So that's pretty good. Some of the newer additions to it since my last video are Dark Confidant. There are now 4 of them. The card is really good. Excuse me. Really good in the deck, and especially with these Lotus Petals here, which bring it out on turn 1 sometimes, and helps you draw all the spells that you need as well as the combo. The other part was already in here before. It was Young Pyromancer. There were 4, now there's 3. It's not usually your main win condition, but it's a nice piece it's a nice threat, you know, if you don't have the combo, and sometimes it blocks. Anyway, you guys know what Young Pyromancer does. It also combos really well with therapies. This deck uses therapies very, very well with the Arclight Phoenixes for the extra spells, as well as Young Pyromancers to discard your opponent's hands. I also have a Flusterstorm in here, which I think I like. I like it mostly because I don't want to take anything out of my sideboard to put the second one in the sideboard, and it's not bad in the main deck. And it's instead of the 4th Preordain, which I don't really find that I'm having any problem finding cantrips. That doesn't seem to be an issue with this deck. Even when I'm running 1 fewer cantrip, I haven't really missed it. So I haven't cut this Flusterstorm again, mainly because I don't want to take anything out of the sideboard. If I were to take anything out, I guess it would be the Sower of Temptations, because it's only for 1 deck and it's not that great there. Or it's for a couple decks, but it's not that great. So you could make that switch. The Echoing Truths are great. They're necessary. They're good for the Leyline of the Void. They're good for everything. They're good as your artifact removal to help you go off when you don't find your actual artifact removal, but you've sided them in for Leyline of the Void. That sort of thing. Tormod's Crypts for graveyard strategies are very nice because we're not playing any real counter magic, no forcibles basically, to protect our hand when we have these surgicals in our hand. I like a split because surgical is better versus some other matchups, and it's fine as a top deck as a surprise spell as well. So I like a split. Rakdos Charm is a artifact answer, as well as letting you overload on Graveyard Hate. So now there's 5 pieces of Graveyard Hate, which I think is a little bit too much, but it's fine because it's also an artifact removal. The 3rd mode, each creature deals 1 damage to its controller. It doesn't really come up very often. I have won 1 match with that, or 1 game with that. Goblin Crater Maker is another one. Lets you overload on artifact removal. Plays that role slightly differently than some of the other artifact removal spells that can cost like 3 through Athalia, or some of the other taxing effects in the format. Use a Staticaster to help with creature matchups. Similar thing with these Forked Bolts. I think the extra point of damage doesn't matter that much on Lightning Bolt versus Forked Bolt. There aren't that many circumstances where Lightning Bolt would be better than Forked Bolt for this deck. There are a few for sure, but not that many. The instant speed, sorcery speed thing being, again, not that big of an issue. Mostly you're using it to kill Delver of Secrets or Thalia, which you don't really care if you do that main phase or end of turn. I guess Thalia sometimes you'd rather do it at the end of their turn, but anyway, that's one I'm still kind of trying out, so not completely sold on that one, but I think so far I've liked it over Lightning Bolt. I think that pretty much covers the deck, so we'll be back for round number 1.